flow state of just going with things when they happen, you know? But
Yeah.
don't fight the flow, let it go. And like the let it go, and with the like, especially with the exclamation point, I'm just like, there's so many things that I hold on to. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
many things that I just hold on
Same.
to. And I feel like those things have really kind of kept me stagnant sometimes in my life. Like when we're not
Yeah.
willing to let go of things or people that just aren't really for us at that time in our life, you know? And then so the card that I pulled when it
Yeah.
came out was I used my numerology deck, and this came out spiritual career
Okay.
number 78. And like I took that as like a sign that like in order for my spiritual career, like doing tarot and stuff like that, like mediumship, like all of that is going to flourish, but it can't flourish if I'm not in this flow energy. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? It can't. Yeah, like I don't know. So that one really hit me. And then this whole I'm whole enough for you and me, that also really hit me because I don't know, not to get too, deep and tell all my business and everything, but like I just like I tend to want to be everything for everybody all the time. And like a lot of times I forget that like I can just be enough for myself. And I feel like that really speaks to like the spiritual career aspect as well, because you know, to be in the spiritual career, but not let it take over my life either. Like, make sure that I'm still taking care of myself and I don't have to be everything for everybody all the time.
Right.
Setting those good boundaries for myself. I don't know.
No,
So
yeah,
that one,
definitely. That's something I'm still learning too, like just within my personal life, where when to say no to people when I don't have the energy to do something, or
yes.
um just like really paying attention to my energy, and knowing when to keep it to myself and when to share it, and
Yes.
and who to share it with, because I feel like I'm more aware now of like the people that drain my energy.
Yes.
um and I don't like, nothing against them. I know some of them, a lot of them don't realize that they do it.
Yeah.
It's just like habit for a lot of them.
Mm-hmm.
um but I also know, like, the people that re-energize me, and where we can, give, like, put out energy and then like let it flow around. Like with me and Savali, I feel like we're all kind of the same. Like we're all very much like caretakers,
Yeah.
not just of like the land, but like of the people around us. Like we want to make sure everyone is good,
Yeah.
and a lot of times we forget about ourselves in the process. And I think that's why, like with me and Savali, like the energy just flows through the three of us, because we're very similar in certain ways, but we also remind each other of, it's like we see ourselves in each other, right?
Yeah.
I just see like
Definitely.
the recycling
Yeah.
recycling symbol. I just see
Yeah.
that, right? But like, yeah, I think we're just mirrors. So we we can, like when we were both telling Sabali this stuff, like we
Yeah.
were both telling her, like, you need to check in with yourself, because you keep, you
Right.
know making sure everyone else is good. You're not checking in with yourself. But like,
Yeah.
that was also stuff that we needed to hear. So
Exactly.
I just think, like, um I just think the energy that, like, because we haven't known each other for very long, right?
No, we haven't. Yeah.
We I think the first time I met you was the Jenny Aiko concert.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I think
Yeah,
yeah, that is the first time.
that was like 4 years ago.
Yeah. And but it just like clicked though, right? Like it feels
Yeah,
like I've known you forever. Like
yeah. Like even now, like thinking I've only known you for that long, it feels weird because I feel like I've known you for like, since high school or something. You know, like
yeah,
that's just how
exactly.
it feels. But what were we talking about before this? I don't know why I how I got here.
No, we were talking about being in flow energy.
Oh
We've just
right,
we've been flowing.
we're just flowing, yeah. And that's the other thing. Like I know, like because you and Savali are very disciplined, and I can be very disciplined at some time in some areas of my life,
Yeah.
but I know that's something that I need to work on to have a better balance because I think I think I'm very much very flow all the time,
Mm,
but I think for me I can get lost in it sometimes and not be aware of the things that need to get done like around me first, you know?
no,
And
I
I'm like,
understand
oh,
that.
everything is good. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I think for everybody, it's really just like about finding that balance that works for you. Because, like, when you said you were like, oh, yeah, you and Savali are very disciplined, I thought about myself. I'm like, am I disciplined? I am in certain things, and in certain things, I need lots of help in those areas. But I think it's um, like I've been telling people, like I've been doing my like tarot sessions and whatever on TikTok, and I've been telling people like something that I really discovered that's really helped me have a better frame of mind going into things is like things are not destinations. Like happiness, balance, peace, health, those are not destinations. Those are journeys. So it's always this constant up and down cycle of like working on things. Like you're never going to just reach happiness. So you have to decide that you are happy in that moment
Right.
and just go with it that way. You know what I'm saying? Because like it's never going to be perfect. And if you're always looking forward to like, okay, now I'm going to be in flow energy. Like when I'm in flow energy, that's when I'll be happy. Like, like
Yeah.
I don't know, it's always just like a constant thing. And I think as long as we are constantly making the effort to do those things, like to be like improving ourselves, then I don't know. That's just helped me. Like that frame of mind has really helped me to like improve my life overall.
I agree. I think that's I mean part of I think what this book is, like the title of the book, is In Between Seasons, that's me trying to find, comfort
Yes.
in every season, like trying to be in the now, trying to stay present and
Yeah.
be okay with what you have, with who you are, and you're not
Yeah.
worried about what might happen in the future, or you're not being led by the fear of something that happened in the past. You're just here. You're here. You're everything that you are is in this moment, and you're conscious. You're alert. You're aware. And it sounds like the easy thing, but it's like when we're surrounded with so many things and like we're just always bombarded with information and some kind of stimulation of our senses, like it's hard to get quiet,
Yeah.
like especially with your mind. For me, I know like I'm the most creative late at night, so
Same.
around 12 or 1 o'clock in the morning, I'll start to my mind will just start having all these crazy thoughts, and if I don't put it down in a journal or try to sketch something out on paper or pick up my guitar, then I just go straight to the internet and I'm on YouTube, I'm on Netflix, I'm on Disney Plus or whatever, just for hours, just watching something and consuming instead of creating.
Yeah.
So um, I think what you're doing is really awesome because it's allowing you to not only dig into your spiritual journey, but you're sharing it with so many people, and people get to see your growth, and get to see like how you not just are teaching people, but how you're learning from the people you're interacting with too, you know, like
Exactly.
yeah, I think it's so awesome. So keep doing what you're doing, because I feel like you're on the right path, and you're gonna find that flow. That flow is there. It's in that space for you. You just gotta settle into it.
Yeah. No, I definitely feel like a lot of crazy things happened to me this year. I think it's been a wild year for just everybody in general. Like a lot of crazy things have happened. And I really just, I think what we call, so in tarot, we call those tower moments. Because the tower card is like a very like life-changing event, and I feel like I went through a lot of very life-changing events, but that's really what kind of threw me into my spiritual like awakening, like spiritual journey. Because I always knew that I had like something, you know, like I don't know,
Yeah.
this feeling that there was like something there, and like there's experiences that I had even as like a kid where I felt a certain way about something, and I just knew it was true, or like I knew, you know, like just a feeling deep down. But now I'm as an adult and having gone through those experiences, like it's all clicking for me now. Like it's making sense why I went through those things, um, why I responded to them the way I did. And like now it's just it's nice to like be able to harness all of that and be able to help as many people as possible to go through what they're going through by example of what I've gone through.
Yeah.
While also keeping those boundaries though, because it can
Yes.
be difficult sometimes too to like share your journey, but have people like really just like know everything about you, kind of.
Right.
And I was actually wondering about that with your book. Like, were you nervous about when you released it, like what people would think, or like maybe the people, like if there were people that you referred to in the book, like were you worried about them being like, oh, that was about me, or like what people would say about it?
Um. Well, for the pieces that are about other people,
Yeah.
for the most part, they were songs, and I had already told them about it.
Okay.
Um. So no, honestly, I this wasn't even gonna be a book. Like
Yeah.
the idea for the book came only about a year and a half ago. Originally, In Between Seasons was gonna be the title for a album project that I wanted to put out. Like, and this was something I had in my mind since high school. Like, I had all these songs I wrote, and I wanted to make a little acoustic album.
Yeah.
Never got it done. But um, I
You
don't
still
know.
could.
Like, what was
You
that?
still could. I said you still could.
Yeah, I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking
Okay.
about it. I have some ideas in mind. But like honestly, I don't know if I had time to think about it, because like I don't know. Everything just happened so fast by the end of it. Like I put it together. Once I got all the editing done and put it on the website, I just had to wait for them to review it before it was published, and then it was published way earlier than I expected it to be.
Yeah.
So it was already out there, and then I didn't get a physical copy until 3 weeks after it was out, so it didn't even feel real.
Right.
Um, but it's only now starting to feel like, okay, well, people are starting to read this, and all my business is out there. But hopefully,
Yeah.
they'll see it as their business, and see their own experiences in the writing.
Right.
Um, and I think that's what I'm more excited to hear about, is like the the responses from people, like getting to hear what the flow meant to you,
Hmm.
like that's so cool, because this is all stuff that was just so cloudy up here in my mind that I had to put it on paper, you know. And half
Yeah.
of the time, I